Hello, it's MrFrostofdoom, and today I'm just going to be giving you some PvP tips, mainly for blood. I blood PvP. This is my tank spec at the moment, but I'll show you the spec I'd normally use in PvP with talented. What I recommend you getting for blood PvP: 3 points of bladed armor, 3 points into blade barrier. Those two work really well in PvP. 2 points at Scarlet Fever. This works very well in Arena because I'm guessing it's going to. I also tested out on the beta, so I end up being very well. It helped me out a lot when it comes to cleave teams. Then we got 2 points left. Then we can go down. Hand of Doom, 6% reduced cooldown on a Strangulate. Then this is when it's up to you. If you've got a healer, I recommend going for this. Bone Shield, Blood Kick Blade, Abomination's Might. This, no toughness at all. If you have no healer, I recommend doing this. Yes, I have just put 1 point into Blood Kick Blade. But normally, if you're doing PvP with a healer, it won't matter, because you won't need to be in blood. You'll probably be frost or unholy. But for my spec, I'm not bad at holding my own against enemies, so I don't take toughness. I just go for blood kick blade and everything, and then if I need heals, I know how to rotate them pretty well. Mainly because I have to do it when I'm a tank. A couple of you are probably wondering why I'm skipping out Crimson Scourge. I normally Festering Strike in PvP to refresh my thing, so I'm never using my Plague Strike. So this ends up being not very useful for me. Then we got a couple points left. 3 points Epidemic. Now we got a couple more. 2 points into Virulence. You can either put 2 points of Virulence if you're low on hit, or you can put 2 points on Unholy Command. I put it into Unholy Command personally. Now this would be your spec if you were 80. But for 85, we could do this. There's a couple of things we could do. We could put 3 points in Icy Reach, 3 points in the Running Power Mastery, then take a point out of Epidemic and get Lichborn. I think that would be a pretty good thing to do. Or we could use these points and put a point into Epidemic. Then we could get Desecration, Resilient Infection, and a point into Virulence or a point into Toughness or something. What I'm probably going to do is put 2 points in a Resilient Infection. I'll have 3 points left, then I'll put them in a Toughness. Because if they're dispelling your diseases, you're not getting any heals from your Death Strike. And without heals from your Death Strike, it's just kind of useless, to tell you the truth. Being blood, the heals is just stupid. For glyphs, I use Glyph of Heart Strike, Glyph of Rune Strike, I'll tell you why in a bit. And if I had it, I'm trying to buy all the glyphs now, I might get Glyph of Death Strike if I wasn't running power starved. Glyph of Chains of Ice, this is always a good thing because I don't use my Icy Touch. I always use my Chains of Ice because it also infects them and it also slows them. Glyph of Strangulate, this I recommend for getting all specs. This is an excellent talent. Now, Glyph of Run Tap. This will give you an extra 5 heals on your Run Tap, making its old blood tap, healing you for 10% of your HP, and it heals your parties. So, and then for last one, either Anti-Magic Shell or either maybe Bone Shield or something. I don't recommend Vampiric Blood because that just stops it all completely. Glyph of Blood Tap, Resilient Grip, and either Path of Frost or Horn of Winter. Well, that's some talents. I'll give you some helpful tips for blood PvP because that's what I normally do. Let's go on. Okay, first we're going to go through some macros. I've got a very specific amount of macros. I'm going to select focus this one here. and I'm gonna be attacking this one. So I'll just DPS this one, then per se that one over there was healing. Target, strangulate. With this, you will put /cast, target, focus, strangulate. It should be on your screen right now. And then I've got the same for mind freeze focus. Like I'll be DPSing this guy, then that guy will heal, I'll do that. Then an arcane torrent, just because I'm a blood elf. And I've also got a focus chains of ice, just in case. Now this is one that I've got just because I use bone shield a lot, but I don't normally unless I'm getting really badly nuked. So I've got it so it uses bone shield, and it also uses my corrupted skeleton key. So this macro is show tooltip, cast bone shield, and use corrupted skeleton key. Another tip that I recommend doing, this is something that I found out personally. When you're blood, you can dancing room weapon. This gives 20% parry, and with this, you can pretty much spam run strike because you're parrying all the time, and your pet is doing the run strikes too, and your death strikes and everything. So this is a lot of burst, and it's almost like a warrior's old shield block, then spam revenge. Almost like that. You can see I'm getting a lot of heals. It's really insane, to tell you the truth. But those are just some tips. For openers, if you're going up against Paladin, there's a high chance they're going to Hammer of Justice you as soon as you get in, so they can burst. So what I like to do is Icebound Fortitude, run in, then hopefully sometimes I'll stop it, and then they'll waste the stun. What I like to do against mages, I'll get close to them, I'll start burning them, then I'll anti-magic shell when I think the ice barrier is about to break, or when I think they're gonna frost nova me, because then I become immune, and then I'm forced them to blink. Then I can run over and have my partner or whatever I'm V'ing with stun them, and then we can pretty much burn them down easily. One extra tip: when a warrior blade storms, you can dancing room weapon, and as I said before, it's like a warrior shield block. You will be parrying all the time, and you will get to run strike a lot, and that's a lot of burst on the warrior. Unless he is intelligent, he'll come out of it and he'll spam retaliation. He'll use his retaliation, then your burst will be to you again, and then you'll have to focus on healing. That's just a few tips I like to do. Another thing I do is, if I'm being somebody, per se there's a pillar over there by that ghoul, and so, the healer's eating or drinking, I'll put that there, stop their eating or drinking, and I'll keep bursting the DPS. Then when it comes around to try and heal with the mana he did get, I'll focus strangulate, and that will normally make him pop a defensive cooldown. Okay, I hope you guys like this. This is just a simple blood PvP guide. I will be doing some BGs so you can see this in action. So hopefully you can stay tuned. This has been MrFrostofdoom with Blood PvP, and I'll see you later.